If you already knew the outcome, would you still try? What if I told you the biggest reason people fail is not because they were weak, not because they were untalented, but because they were too obsessed with the question, will I win or will I lose? We live in a world that is addicted to results, grades, salaries, views, trophies, validation. From childhood, we are told, be the best, beat everyone, win at all costs. And when we start something new, a business, a career, a relationship, we already poison our minds with fear. What if I lose? We ask this question more than we ask ourselves. What will I learn? Who will I become in the process? But let me tell you something powerful. Every legend you admire, Michael Jordan, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Serena Williams, they didn't start by wondering if they'll win. They started by deciding, I'm not going to stop. Not after failure, not after rejection, not even after people laughed at them. The moment you stop worrying about results, you start rising. The result is not your job. Showing up with everything you've got, that is. I remember a time when I failed miserably. I was preparing for something that meant the world to me. I worked day and night. I sacrificed sleep, time with friends, even my health. And the day came, I gave my best. But I didn't get what I wanted. I lost. And you know what crushed me more than failure? The thought that all of it was for nothing, but I was wrong. That phase taught me how to work hard, how to stay grounded, how to stand up again when the world is ready to move on without you. That loss was the seed of everything I became later. So I ask you again, what if you stopped thinking about whether you'll win or lose and just gave your soul to the journey? Because you never know. The path that scares you today might be the very path that builds your destiny. Let's face it, we've all felt stuck at some point. You want to try something new, start a YouTube channel, launch a business, switch careers, follow your dream. But just before you begin, your mind whispers, what if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I'm not good enough? That fear, it paralyzes you. It convinces you to stay where you are, to stay safe, to stay average. And guess what? You never even give yourself the chance to grow because you were too focused on the result, not the process. You're not scared of the effort, you're scared of the unknown. And that fear is stealing your future because you keep waiting for certainty. You want a guarantee that your risk will pay off. But life doesn't work that way. You don't get to know the ending. You just have to write the next line with courage. Let me tell you the story of a woman who had nothing. No money, no fame, no assurance of success. Just a story in her mind and a heart full of hope. Her name was J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, she was a single mother living on government assistance. She wrote her first book in cafes while her baby slept beside her. No one believed in her. She sent her manuscript to 12 different publishers. Each one rejected her. Can you imagine that? 12 powerful established companies looked at her work and said, "This won't work. You're not good enough. This won't sell." Most people would have given up after 3, maybe 5 rejections, but she didn't. She wasn't thinking, will I win or lose? She was thinking, this story needs to be told. I owe it to myself to try again. And eventually, one small publisher took a chance on her. That one yes changed everything. Today, Harry Potter is one of the most successful book franchises in history. But more than that, J.K. Rowling became a symbol of resilience. She didn't win because she was lucky. She didn't win because she was perfect. She won because she kept going, even when the world kept saying no. Let me ask you one last time. Are you still thinking about whether you will win or lose? Because if you are, you're already distracted. You're already 1 foot out the door of your own potential. You see, winners don't obsess over winning. Champions don't calculate every move before they leap. They trust. They believe. They act again and again and again. It's not the smartest, the richest, or the most talented who make it. It's the ones who keep showing up long after others stop trying. You were born with a fire in you, but life, people, fear, they've been trying to put it out. They told you, don't dream too big. Be realistic. Play it safe. But what did playing it safe ever get you? Safe doesn't change the world. Safe doesn't inspire souls. Safe doesn't build legacies. The people you admire, the icons you follow, they all made a choice. I will not let the fear of losing stop me from becoming who I'm meant to be. Close your eyes for a second. Think about that thing you've been putting off, that dream you buried under doubt, that version of yourself you've been afraid to chase. Now imagine this. You finally go after it, fully, fiercely, fearlessly. No promises, no guarantees, just raw courage. Wouldn't that be a life worth living? Don't think about winning or losing. Just fight like you'll never stop. If this message touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, live it, become it. Your journey doesn't begin when you win. It begins when you refuse to quit.